What's going on? What up? What up? What up? What up? Finance and marriage. Let's talk about finance and marriage. So, I'm driving. I don't know how good this audio is, but also I've got about 20, 25 minutes to burn. So, I decided to go live. What's going on, everybody? If you're listening to this, help me hit the like button. Bring everybody else into the room for a quick impromptu live session on Friday morning. Happy Friday. Happy new month. If you can hear me loud and clear, please say yes, you can hear me loud and clear. Just let me know. Keep going. If you can hear me loud and clear, just say loud and clear so I can keep going. Happy new month. Happy Friday. In 2 days, it's my birthday. I'm going to be 45. I'm excited. Today is my second son's birthday. Tony turns 14 today. So I'm excited about that. If you can hear me loud and clear, please do let me know real quick so I can continue. I don't want to bother you. I know it's a Friday morning. I know many of you are still at work. But if you can't hear me, you probably can't hear me. Let me know if you can hear me. Just say yes, you can hear me loud and clear. And then I will talk about finance and marriage. Got about 20 to 25 minutes to burn. Then we'll talk. I'm waiting for someone to tell me if you can hear me loud and clear. If I don't see a chat, it's pointless to talk because there's no way I'm driving, there's no way for me to check if the audio is good or not. If not, I'll bring the video back later on when I can make sure that the audio can work perfectly. We're 2 minutes in already. If you can please just let me know that the audio is good, I can get started. I know my regulars are not here, that's why they did not let me know yet. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's talk about finance and marriage. I've got a very important topic here that I would like to talk about. AJ says, okay, okay, okay. Let me see. Good day to you. Good day. Can you hear me loud and clear? Thank you. I appreciate that. I just wanted to hear that real quick. Close. So hit the like button. Let's ping everybody else into the room. There's probably some new audience because I'm doing the audio thing. Hit the like button. I appreciate you. Thank you. All right, so let's talk about finance and marriage. Finance and marriage. If you go to anywhere in the world today, anywhere where they're talking about marriage, where they have some data, anywhere where there's internet, there's devices, if you go anywhere right now, they will tell you that finance is at the top of the reasons why marriages are falling apart. Hit the like button, hit the like button. Thank you as you're coming in. Let's talk about marriage. So anywhere you go right now, finance is at the very top of the list of the reasons why marriages are falling apart. Okay. AJ says finance and marriage are exclusionary to each other. Can you break that down? What do you mean by that? Marriage means less finance. Really? Can you break that down? Can you elaborate? But anyway, a lot of marriages are falling apart because they're claiming at the courthouses, at the studies, they're doing different studies, they're claiming three things to be at the top of that list of the reasons why marriages are falling apart. And infidelity, finance, irreconcilable differences, those three things will always make the top of the list. And the average person you talk to will actually be very quick to tell you this. They'll tell you the reasons. Now, hopefully I'm entering the dead zone. Hopefully my internet don't go all the way out. All right. So they'll tell you that the reasons of finance are at the top of the list. You hear TV presenters, they will say it's finance. You will see online influencers, they will say finance. You will see women will say no finance, no romance, right? You will see men says just chase the bag, just get your bag up, right? and then all is going to be well with your romantic life and marriage. Unfortunately, right? Unfortunately, we have some trolls on the mobile platform. I see. Shout out to you. Hit the like button. Let's help me ping everybody else into the room anyway. Right? I'm leaving the dead zone right now so I can make sure you guys can hear me. I know this area is dead zone because I come through this area all the time. So I'm gonna chill a little bit. Alright, alright, alright. If I have any of my moderators in the room, please do the needful. Thank you. Alright, so back to it. I think I'm still live. Alright, good. Good, good. I think I'm getting out of the dead zone right now. Alright, we should be good now. Good. Alright, so here's the thing. So again, people will say just chase your bag, get your money, and then suddenly a good marriage, a good romantic life will fall out of the skies. Now we have more than enough data, enough reasons around us to know that that's false. That's not true. It's not true. The richest people in the world today, namely, we're probably talking about Elon Musk, we're probably talking about Bill Gates, we're talking about who else on this list? The owner of Amazon, Jeff Bezos. All those people are divorced. So if all it took was money, they should still be married. So can money help? Of course, money can help a lot of ways, right? But particularly money management, not just money, right? Because money is it's a funny thing. It's energy, right? And money moves and flows like energy. So money follows value, right? So, and it's a very subjective thing. You feel me? It's a very subjective thing. So depends on where you find yourself. But if we're to generalize, yes, money can help, and lack of money can definitely put pressure on a family. Okay, can put unnecessary pressure on the family. If you don't take care of the money aspect of things, if you guys struggle with money management, yes, it can add pressure to the family, and it's problematic. You know. So again, we're gonna see a lot of audience come and go on this mobile platform, but just stick with me for a second here. So we're talking about finance and marriage again. Finance and marriage. So money is a very interesting thing, right? And but a lot of times that is cause problems in marriage. You have to dig a little bit deeper than just finance. Okay, it is probably the last argument that you remember with your spouse, with your husband, with your wife. But there is a deeper reason. It's a deeper reason why money has become an issue. And that's what I want us to pay attention to. That's what I want you to pay attention to. You see, when you disagree with your spouse, your romantic partner, when it comes to money, your long term relationship partner, when you disagree with them when it comes to money, what you usually do, if you're like the rest of us, when you don't know what you're doing, is you point fingers at the other person. It's their fault. When you feel frustrated about money, you just point fingers at the other person. You say, it's their fault, right? Or you might say, it's your fault. Essentially, guilt, right? So guilt doesn't help. Hollywood news and gossip. Many men don't want marriage. Women today want to be men. That's another angle, right? Women today want to be men. Why do they want to be men? We need to dig deeper. It's another example of what I'm talking about, right? Many men don't want marriage. That's a lie, okay? That's actually a lie that men keep telling themselves when they're frustrated with not understanding women. Okay, when you're frustrated with your lack of understanding around how women operate, then you say men, then you tell yourself something to make yourself feel better. Men don't want women. Yeah, right. And vice versa. Let's stop the cap. Okay. All right. So if it was true, you wouldn't need to say it out loud. Okay. And you definitely, damn sure, will not need to repeat yourself. You will just simply demonstrate that you don't want women. There are men out there that absolutely don't want women. They don't say it, they just demonstrate it. All right. So now back to money and finance and marriage. Finance and marriage. Money and marriage. So the issue here is deeper than just the money. The money is the symptom, okay? The misunderstanding around money is the symptom. Hello, babes, Wayne. Good to see you. So my regulars are showing up now. The misunderstanding around money is a symptom of deeper issues, okay? It's a symptom of trust issues. Maybe you guys have some experience. See, every marriage you go through a phase where somebody misspend money or they outspend the other person, or they're a lavish spender and the other person is too frugal, right? Every marriage will have a phase like that. So when you have a phase like that, there are certain things that happen during that time period, certain events. Maybe you guys cursed each other out. Maybe somebody went broke, somebody messed with somebody's credit, somebody's owing you money, they borrowed some money. So when you have lack of trust around money, right? When they ask you at a divorce court, what is the reason why you are here? What do you point fingers at? You don't point fingers at trust. You say it's money, right? So you record finances, right? It's the same reasons with infidelity and stuff like that, right? What is the reason why you guys are here? He's a cheater. They don't say he's a serial cheater. They say he's a cheater. And the reality is that most people don't leave after one time of transgressions. They don't leave. That's the reality. And I say mostly, I say most just to be on the safe side. Honestly, I really want to say nobody leaves after one time cheating. If anything, to they're more obsessed because of sense or feelings of rejection. They feel like they're not enough. That's why you see women will go check the side chick. They want to check the side chick. They want to beat up the side chick. They are more obsessed than leaving. Now, if it's a serial cheater or serial cheating, or the person is actively engaged with a side chick on a consistent basis, they have an affair, an active affair going on, then that is past just cheating. That person has a whole separate life outside of you. Then you can say people will leave a marriage because of that or file for divorce. So let's take it back to finance again. Fine, it's easy to point fingers at finance. The same reason that it's easy to say irreconcilable differences when we're not really willing to dig deeper into why there is an issue with the marriage. So whenever somebody, the next person you see say finance is the number one causes of uh, problem in marriages, you want to ask how. It doesn't mean it's not. I'm just saying you want to be patient enough to ask how. Can you tell me a specific story? How has money an issue in your own marriage? What happened? What are some specifics? We can't iron out all the specifics, but some, just a little bit of specifics at least. Can we get to some specifics? Oh, be one pot. They say, hey, make sure you have a joint account. This should have any other life. There's no need to keep a secret outside of a marriage. If you need to keep a secret, stay out of marriage. They come up with solutions like that. And the reality is that it's not that simple. Our life is much more complex than that, right? So the idea that if you just keep one account, suddenly all your finance issues in marriage will go away is also a lie. Okay, it's also a lie. Okay, at the minimum, somebody is going to feel like the other person is policing them. They don't have a sense of freedom. In ordinary buying pants for themselves, they can't. They can't because the other person seems to be monitoring every move you make. I'll be the next shoe you want to buy. I be the next time I want to buy a small toy for myself, a game console for myself as a man, so I can just live and breathe small inside of my man cave. I have to, like, everything is nitpicked, right? At the very minimum, there's at least one person that will feel like they're being smothered when it comes to simple financial decisions. So it's not that's not always a good solution. It might be a solution for some people, but just having one joint account is not necessarily the best solution. Having all separate accounts, have your own money, I have my money, is not necessarily the best solution either, right? Because at the end of the day, in marriage, you need to have a united front. If you don't have a united front, whatever you decide to do, if you don't have a united front, if you don't feel safe, if you don't feel like you can trust this person, there will always be problems. It might just show up in a different way, but there will be problems. Feel me? So finance and marriage, we try to create this direct relationship between the two, and unfortunately, it's not that simple. What's going on, Marriott? You got a mobile live. Hi, Marriott. I'm driving, so I have another 10 more minutes to burn. It's not that simple, okay? Or maybe more appropriately put, it's not that easy. It's as simple as maintaining a united front, having a united front. So, what is it going to take to have a united front? Active listening. I know. If you've been here for a minute, you've heard that before a few times. Active listening. As in, like, okay, you have a disagreement, you don't trust this other person when it comes to finances, but why? Now, do they need some kind of freedom around how they spend money? Right? How can we come up with something that works for both of us? The question alone, the idea of the question alone is half of the battle won, because now that means the fact that you're open to that question means that you understand that the other person have a completely different perspective from you, right? They have a different, in your mind you can't trust them, in their mind they are like no loyalty, right? Trust, loyalty. How dare you? Your husband is coming to you and asking you that we need to do a joint account together. And you're like, Baba, it's a bad idea. Oh. I need to have my own money. Oh. But then, as good as that sounds, because I saw a TV presenter literally saying that's a no no. As good as that sounds, you might even execute that, right? But we definitely, there's a conversation that needs to be had on how we can make each other feel safe. You clearly don't feel safe with him asking you to put a joint account together, but he also somehow he's missing. Now, he needs to also understand where you're coming from. But if you're a man and you're listening to me right now, you need to understand where your wife is coming from. If you lack consistency, if you don't show up like you promised to from time to time, then automatically trust is going to be tampered with. They're related. Lack of consistency, no trust. I can't trust you. Maybe you make money today, tomorrow you don't make any money. There's ups and downs. You have to understand. You have to have some understanding around that. I'm approaching my destination, so I'm slowing down a little bit. You have to have some understanding around that. If you don't have any understanding around that, you will struggle. You will just be like, oh, she's not loyal, she's not loyal. But why? All of it is why. I don't trust him, I don't trust him. But why? What happened? These are the questions that you need to walk through. And when you've rubbed each other up the wrong way for a long time, meaning that person has not shown up as the way they're supposed to show up for a long time, it's going to be very, very, very hard to have a conversation around that. You might trigger each other. Okay. So, finance and marriage, um, yes, they can go hand in hand, but only at the symptom level. There are deeper issues going on there, and it's usually around trust and loyalty. And when you have trust and loyalty, when you dig in deeper, that further to trust and loyalty, you will notice that it's not just happening in money, it's also tampering with other aspects of your lives and marriage. And that's really what I wanted to highlight real quick on this quick live. Okay, do me a favor, hit this like button, share this, share this, share this, share this, share this with somebody that can benefit from this. Okay, so we need to get down deeper into your specific situation. What was it that tampered with your ability to trust? Maybe it's not even your spouse, maybe not your husband or your wife. Maybe it's something that goes as far back as your childhood. Maybe you saw your father mishandle money that put everybody and jeopardized everybody's livelihood, right? Maybe you ended up homeless at some point because your mother trusted your father with money, and now you're traumatized. You're like, I would never trust. I can love you, but no, not my money. But then you're now realizing that as much as you're protecting yourself, you're playing defense, you're also shielding the other person away from having the full experience of you, which means you're not having the full experience of romance, which means you're shooting yourself on the legs. So it's not going to be as simple as just talking because, like I said, there's a good chance you will trigger each other. But you might need help around this. This is what I help with. This is what I coach people around. Okay. So, but that's the quick message I have for you today. I might come back later on today, but we got to get back to some business. I've got some clients to take care of. Thank you, thank you. Shout out to Marriott and Babes Wind. I see you guys. Help me share this to everywhere else where you know other people are hanging out, where they might want to see this. Hopefully, if you want some help, you want to book a session with me, the links are in the description box below. Hopefully, you've been enlightened and educated. I'll see you guys on the next one. Take care now. Peace.